Yeah, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burton. Awesome day. We got a great show planned tonight. Tonight's show, we're going to talk about something that's been going through social media and different events, and that's, a list that was recently posted about a place that women refuse to go on the first date. And it was a unique list.
Okay.
Really scratch out most of the shit I be thinking of. But I want to have a discussion tonight. We're talking about, does it really matter where you go on the first date? And I want everybody to feel free to call in, give your point of view. There's not going to be a show where I'm just saying somebody's crazy as hell or whatever. You're entitled to your opinion. But I probably will ask you why you feel that way. And again, you're entitled to feel that way, but that's cool. But great show I want to have planned tonight. I want to have a lot of good discussions. So everybody feel free to call in again. We're discussing, does it matter where you go on your first date? Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother?
Hey,
it's
man.
Thursday, best day of the week, right?
Absolutely. They've been bullshitting all week. Time to get the crack a lack. Also say what's up to my other producer, Sleep 316. What's up, Reed?
Always in the building.
Yeah, man.
Bullshitting sometimes is good.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, Lad, when you, I know you've seen it. When you first seen that list of what women, and it's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go. Oh, real quick, guys. Well, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894. Please feel free to call in to add to the conversation. Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter.
That's right.
The main hub is the Change Your Lives YouTube channel, where we have over 800 videos on the YouTube channel covering all things from motivation, personal development, relationships, parenting, a lot of great information. But regardless of what platform that you are on, if you just come in the middle of it, you have to leave. Remember, go to Changing Lives, hosted by Deonte Burton on YouTube, so you can check this whole video out in its whole entirety if you just can't catch everything at the current moment. But again, before we get started, the list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. When you first seen the lab, what you think about it?
Well, I didn't necessarily agree with the list on some of these places. But I just thought it was just more mess to be honest with you, just to divide us as men and women, especially black men and women trying to move forward and build things together. Just a list of crap. Like, now, some people said that this list won't even apply if she really like you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If she into you, this list won't apply.
Yeah.
What you think about that part?
No, I agree. That's one of the biggest things I kind of look at too, is that. But that's the point of it is. Most of them ain't into you. Shit. That's the thing about it. Like, you think about it, Lavin. I look over that list, and I've seen tons of videos. Then we were talking about the time they had the young lady a couple weeks ago. The guy took her to Cheesecake Factory. She had the right one. She had the Arab guy. So, her old brother be like, get the F from my car.
Right.
He asked her about her feelings.
Right.
She had the right one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't had no West Side Trooper.
She had no,
man, you like, hey, snatch that ass out, get the hell out. But she had the right one. But it's entirety. I think what it is, like, just keeping it real, like you just said, somebody like you really wouldn't be applicable. But I think that's the case. Far too often, people sit there, because I did the video, to bring everything back full circle. You remember I did a video maybe a couple weeks back where we talked about the guys were putting the young ladies out of the car, leaving at the restaurant because they didn't want to pay the whole bill. They didn't, say they weren't going home and have sex with them and stuff. And I was talking about it. I had a rainbow, man. It got a lot of traction on social media. But I mean, one brother in particular on TikTok, he said that that was my opinion. He said men should know their worth. My point with that, because I wasn't gonna go back and forth with the brother, and I don't think he meant it for that. He was just talking. But it's the thing I always say: if you know your worth, why are you trying to take somebody out that don't really want you, and you trying to do that with them? Like, let's just your homegirl, your partner. Because I feel like, as a man, if you cool or whatever, you say, hey, let's go hang out. You ain't thinking about if y'all kick it, something go down. No big deal, you know, the cool if nothing go down. You know, you just like on that, hey, let's go kick it till you want to kill time. You bored at home, cool.
Yeah.
But if you know she don't really like you, you know, I'm old school. Like, look, you know, hey, you gotta get your funky 40 or 100, 200, whatever.
Right.
Hey, what you want?
Line Lady Love 2. Hey, Line Lady Love 2. Always tune in. She says, if I like you, you can take me to Crystal. Late nights, leaving the club, they always open. Slick say 2 crystals with cheese and hot fry.
Well, you gonna get up out of your place and she got indigestion. She gonna be in that bathroom all night long. Crystal's gonna do that one thing at 2 in the morning. Put you on the toilet.
Get that alcohol up out
Oh, boy. But you know, but just thinking about it though, you know, people will say that, and that's one thing I don't think. I think people just fail to realize, you know, if somebody wants you, like you said, they'll put that stuff to the side. But is to really come to the realization, be honest, if that person wants you or not.
Right.
Because you know, you talk to people sometimes. Folks say, well, look, you take somebody on the first date, you want to be impressive. I listened to the brothers from Earn Your Leisure. They was on somebody was interviewing them. They said, "What would you take a girl out on first date?" And what's the guy named Bilal? What was one of the guys? He was saying, got it down there. But anyway, he was saying that I would take a lady to STK. He just mentioned pimping the women out. Ooh,
right.
Ooh. But in actuality, you sitting there saying these places to be impressive. But at the end of the day, when you put stuff out there like that, hey, I'm gonna take care and do these particular things. You kind of acknowledging that's your thing. You ain't saying, okay, well, if I really like her or not, right?
Right.
And so what happens is when you go down that road of, you know, trying to lay out certain things or put out a certain pathway, because you know how it is, it's Atlanta.
Right.
So these guys, they sitting here trying to take, you know, they get them a pretty woman, but they not a pretty woman guy.
They're average woman.
Shit, they might be a buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, you know, I'm just saying, like, hey. But when when you going out your speed zone and you doing certain things, you want to be impressive. That's cool.
Right.
Everybody entitled to it. But when you go down that pathway of doing those particular things, you can't get upset because once you done start laying out, hey, I can give you this, I can show you this, that, and that, and now she got expectations. Right. And now because of expectations done exceeded, you know, your pocketbook or your budget. Because you can't sustain like, hey, you know, look, I'm doing this, that, and that. She never stopped liking you. Right. Right? You know what I'm saying? The whole time y'all at the place, you know, you talking to running your mouth, you letting her order everything she wants. She texting a real dude on the phone.
What you want?
Yeah. Getting ready to go smash him after she leave you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And cats don't want to come to that realization because here's the deal. You know, when I said the whole point of just getting it up front, what do you want? How can we move with this? Guys don't want to get their feelings hurt.
That's true.
What I always say, man, this one of the little things everybody can look all funny with me. Men, we carry our ego in our pocketbook and our penis. Our wallet and our penis. Right. That's what we carry our ego with. We got the most money, we got the biggest thing. Okay. That's how we feel. Okay. Women carry their ego and they private and they looks. She don't look better than me. She can't do them like I do them. Right? That's how women are. You know, for better or worse. You know, that's how they move. So a guy will sit here and, you know, he ain't even thinking about like, you know, hey, she's just a natural attraction to him or whatever. You know, because like you say, if a natural attraction, they just want to hang, whatever. Right. And guys will sit there and just lay that particular thing out. Let's go do this, let's go do that. And after a while, they get old. Or then they don't want to make a move. They never did. And I just think, and really that's the root of that is because more so people don't want to have rejection. No human like rejection. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm a little wild, a little different because you know me not right now, or just bounce to the next one. Right. We ain't got to waste no time. We ain't got to waste no L or whatever.
I think it's better to get rejected first early in the game. That way you don't waste your time. You don't waste their time. You get what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, you may be a nice looking guy and someone other than this person may be attracted to you, but the problem may be you just not that person's type. You get what I'm saying? Like you have to come to realization you're just not that person's type. You may like her, and she may like you well enough as a person, but just as someone she wants to go further with in a date, or someone she might see herself having a future with, or dating, or being, boyfriend, girlfriend. That may not be the case. A lot of men get put in the friend zone that way. They go out, take them to the STK steaks, be seen, blah, blah, blah. Because to be honest with you, the first date is to impress for another date. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us men, we try to take them out on the first date and try to impress.
Not Poochie.
Not Poochie.
Nah. I ain't never been like that, like. I ain't never been like that. I really want to know if you like being around me.
Say hey to your mama real quick. She like being around you.
Hey, mama. Anybody know Poochie, whatever, no, I mean, since, just... Since I was a little boy, everybody know Poochie cheap as hell. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit. We gonna...
You gotta admit, you'll do some things to impress now.
No, hell no.
No?
Hell no. If anybody don't hung out with me or whatever, no, they're not saying I don't go places.
Right.
But if it's like that, like I like to say, hey, if we friends, hey, let's go see if we like being bothered with each other.
Right.
I don't do none of that stuff. Like, no. I don't give a damn if you look like you just came out of damn Coverall magazine. I ain't stay. Is that the magazine Coverall? Is that it? I don't know. But whatever. I ain't never gave a damn about that, like, because at the end of the day, like, I like, I like naturally run my damn mouth.
Right.
If I know you ain't into me, what the hell I'm wasting my time for? And I mean, I ain't, somebody know any damn different, please post it. But anybody know me, I ain't never been that way. Shit.
Like Layla said, she remember back in the day when the club, the Phoenix, and another club, well, it's actually a strip club called VNS on Marietta Street, down the street from the old comedy club, that she didn't mind going into places like that. On, date.
I learned later, love. Don't be disclosing too much, man. Don't be disclosing too much, man.
Right.
Oh, Cover Girl magazine. Appreciate that. Cover Girl magazine. But but that's the thing about it. I think far too often people don't want. Thank you, Lyle, love. I just think a lot of times, especially men, we don't want to get rejected. So okay, she might not be feeling me with my look or my vibe, my game, but let me try to impress her with my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you find out real quick, like, she still don't like it. She, ain't gonna turn out
money.
Yeah, she'll eat that food or whatever, but they don't catch it. You know what I mean? Sometimes women get caught up with that. That's why you see so many. Especially in my era, so many women had babies by the ugly dope boy. Cause
the ugly dope boy.
Yeah.
Because he got the money.
Yeah, because he had the money. He was taking care of
outfits and the Gucci shoes and the wallets and purses and everything because he had the money like that.
And that's why your baby came out.
Why we working at McDonald's.
Yeah. And they all had a little ugly baby. Just like your daddy. God damn. She done had E.T.
He look like he chewing on the brick.
Phone home. But when you're looking at that list, Lab, and let's see, like, I'm saying cheesecake factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, and all that kind of stuff, church and all this. But that's why I'm sitting there thinking, like, why, everybody different. And let me get this disclosure. Everybody entitled to look for what they want to look for, right? Is the call in number on Facebook? They got it. Okay. Remember, guys, call in. Feel free to add something to the conversation. We ain't gonna pick at you. 678-740-9894. I know especially you ladies, y'all done had that moment where y'all done went out with some guy, whatever, this, that, and that. You made me like, I ain't feeling this place or whatever. And I think sometimes people know who to try. You know what I mean? Because especially I think with women, they know somebody that really likes them more than they like them. You know what I'm saying? And they can poke and pull on certain things. But I lose my damn train of thought. But no, looking at that list, man, I'm like, I ain't see like these are actually regular places.
Right,
you look at bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar just for drinks. What? Don't take somebody to the first date. I'm just trying to find the logic in that, and behind that, because, and that's what I put up on the on that video I made. When you start a standard, like if I take a lady out and we saying, okay, we're gonna go here just so I can afford it, all the bells and whistles, and to impress you, like if that ain't me, Like, I can't sustain that.
I can't sustain that lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the thing about you, like you projecting the image to be doing it. Like, you know, now you got to sit here and just go, no, I can't do that and stuff. But why do that? Now, cat, they got the money to do that. Hey, let's go here, because that's how he get down.
Yeah, that's how he normally do anyway.
Yeah, if you going to sleep with him, whatever, it don't matter. He just, hey, this is why I hang.
Gonna go there.
Yeah, this why exactly, come on with me. But, you know, people try to project the image, you know, especially like him. And, you know, we gonna have honesty time. You know, you take somebody really, you know, a female, you might take somewhere, you know, you been places and stuff where like, man, I might should have took her here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, she don't know what fork to use, or this, that, and that. Hitting the damn table. What the hell? What TK say? Who raised you? Yeah. What the hell?
I don't know the proper etiquette.
Hey, ain't proper etiquette. Shit. I'm talking about like on the phone, at the table. I mean, just every damn thing, man. Hell, someone might chew at the mouth, wear a dress leg, all kind of shit. You
like, mouth open. Wow.
You know?
I get what you're saying.
Man, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, you ain't got no bill, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta just, you know, and I ain't knocking nobody or whatever, this, that, and that, but I'm just like, you know, you done took somebody somewhere where they real out of their stratosphere. You dig what I'm saying?
But isn't the first date to get to know somebody anyway? Like, to get to know them as a person, well as more than get to know them, they wallet and stuff. I mean, I'm just asking, you know.
It depends. Now, like I said, if you mean the screw, and you say, hey, look, there's if everybody on the same page, look, there's an objective behind this meal. Look, then, you know, look, if you're going to get this, we're going to go back to mine. You say that pre or whatever.
Right.
Y'all, everybody grown.
Everybody know what it is.
Yeah, but to sit here and assume like, no, you know, there ain't no attention or nothing like that. Because like I said, you know, you mentioned that earlier, bro, if they like you.
Right.
Hell, y'all, you know what I'm saying, just riding. You might, right. I ain't really hungry, let's just go to your place.
Right.
You know, so I'm just sitting here like, when I seen the list, and I think a lot of stuff really popping up, you know, maybe a couple of years back with the whole pandemic era. And I want to make sure, I don't know if I'm talking loud enough, but that whole pandemic era, and I was seeing the young guys, it was a couple of videos I seen the young ladies were going off on the guys because he didn't pay for all her friends stuff.
Right.
And I ain't never thought,
on a birthday or something.
Yeah, that's some new age shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like these young boys, I guess they got it hard. But I just think like sometimes, behavior wise, what would trigger somebody to make you feel like I gotta pay for all your friends if I hadn't suggested it?
Right.
You know, where would that go? And where does it have to be? You know, the young lady was saying the fella was drunk, not drunk or broke. And what the hell I'm thinking about? But
right.
You know, like, no, if somebody feeling you, but that's the thing about that when you know nobody ain't feeling you, right. Or you know, set a standard.
That,
you know,
that
and like I say,
maintain. Maybe now I've gone out and I bought drinks for friends, but I ain't buy whole meals. Now if I'm drinking, we drinking, having a drink, a social drink, I may buy a drink for the table, around for the table, but this is not a standard that I'm gonna keep up. As far as when the meal come, that's everybody know that's on you. But if we drinking, like we go out, you got your girl, I got my girl, we go out, I might buy drinks for us.
But if you go buy the meals for everybody, it's kind of like established. Hey, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to treat everybody. But they had the expectation. That's the thing about it.
Now, Layla said he was flexing. Slick said they led with their money.
But that's the thing about it. But when you leave with your money and you start liking them, you can't get upset when they still like your money.
Okay.
That's the thing about you can't get upset with it.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing I think kind of just lose me with that. Because people can't have expectations that you gotta let them have. Like, you know, because I'm gonna say this, Lab. You know, I'm a big proponent. Everybody can have preference. You know, short, tall, big, small, light skin, dark skin, rich, bro, whatever. Everybody entitled to their preference. Right. I never get into how you gonna want this and you got this and you can't do this. I don't get into to that, because I say this is that what people can get, they can get. Like there are some men that only deal with, you know, certain social status women or whatever. They just get them.
Right.
There are some women that deal with. I ain't talking about no 6 figure. I'm talking about. See, it's a different. And this, I don't want to get off subject, but two things people gotta understand. It's the difference between income and class.
No, okay.
Like,
Okay.
You know, income, you can make 6 figures, but you're not in a certain class. A person in a certain class, a higher social class, they may not necessarily have that much money, but they could be sitting at the table with senators and mayors and all that kind of stuff because they're in certain social classes. You see a lot of times in those different, boulets, fraternities, and organizations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like you might have a cat that making a lot more money, but he just ain't accepted for that class.
I got what you.
Not necessarily your behavior, but you just a whole different class of people.
Right.
And a lot of time we start talking about preferences and stuff like that, where people can want a guy to make a certain amount of money, or guys want a certain kind of woman. At the end of the day, like shit, stuff still don't change. If you can get that, you don't have to state that. That makes sense.
I get what you're like. Me and Slick say all the time, you know, when a person has money, they ain't gotta, if they can afford the expensive clothes, they don't have to have the clothes with the tags all over it. You know, it's got the G's all over it. People who know gonna know. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, but even to the point just with dating, like some people say, well, I'm doing this, and I've heard young ladies say this, you know, even some men, but mostly with ladies, like, why do I gotta settle? Like, you're not gonna settle if that's what is attracted to you. They're gonna come to you. Like, in your mind, because you're doing better, I feel like I should get this.
Not
but
necessarily.
That ain't, well, you can want that and expect that, but if the shit ain't coming to you, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta project that though. You gotta.
Man, you can project that shit with a bullhorn, with a damn movie projector. That shit still ain't. It
I'm
ain't
just
you.
talking about I'm just talking about as far as your analogy that you know, you have a certain social status, because you could, like you said, you can have money but not be in that social status. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, just because you got more money and you making more money, don't necessarily mean you're in that same social status that can attract men with more money, or women with more money.
But they're not gonna talk to you,
right? Because you don't know how to address them.
Don't know how to address them, be around them, whatever. Right. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that though. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And you know what, man? Because it's like everybody got. It's like and guys, again, we're talking about. Does it matter where you're going to first date? Everybody feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, that's 678-740-9894.
Line lay love. I'm sorry. I meant to read that question. I'm sorry. She said, Pooch, you didn't answer my question. So do you know about the VNS lounge back in the day?
Now, what it sounds familiar.
VNS.
Line lay love. No, I'm just 46 now. VNS. What VNS was it?
You know, I don't know. I'm from Chicago.
What was it at, Line Lady Love? You know, I'm pretty sure it got another name.
It was on Marietta Street.
On Marietta Street.
That's what the question. That's what it said last time.
All clubs I think about it probably back in there with VNS, what used to be, that used to be the Phoenix.
She said the Phoenix.
Yeah, the Phoenix. And then, you know, then it turned to the World Bar.
Okay.
And ain't nothing there, but I think they went to the Phoenix, then they changed to the World Bar and everything like that. Okay. But I remember my mom and them, they used to get mom on there, they used to get her and her friends to get dolled, go to Charles or the San Susie.
The San Susie.
Mom and them go to Charles or the San Susie.
Okay.
She come back with her new friend. Go to bed, my friend here. Yeah, mama.
Oh,
Mama Salone. Take your ass to bed, my friend here. Mama done met a friend.
Mama done met a friend.
Yeah. Damn. How the hell my mom make all these friends? I ain't make these many friends at school. Mama was cut my ass out of
Right. But you outside of me to look at train thought.
But you know what I'm saying though, layup. People can sit here and command it. Cause that's why I say that shit, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, I even went through that shit like with my divorce, where people say those words like settle.
Right.
Like, how you settling? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. When people say things like that, you'll never settle. What you get is what you get.
Right.
And it's just like, you know, in business sometimes, clients calling. You know, in I want a second layout. Yeah. Okay. You know how sometimes in business, people can want to be a certain tier business. We want to have a certain amount of customers or certain kind of customers. We want to be high end or whatever. You know, yeah, this Atlanta, everybody want to be high end.
Right.
You know, nobody's regular.
High end boutique.
Exactly. We doing this, we doing that. But at the end of the day, that ain't how the world goes. Right. And it's cool for you. I think everybody want to progress in life and do well and stuff like that. But you got to be honest with yourself. When you start going down the whole checklist of life, when you start thinking about it in regards to this person make me happy, this person fun, you know, and all this other kind of stuff, companionship, communication, and all this stuff. Like, you know, people kind of, they have what they want. Fine, pretty, all the other stuff. But it's kind of hard to, you know, ain't nobody damn Frankenstein.
Right.
You just patch up this and put that in and stuff like that. And I think people miss that, you know, because it's tough. It's tough, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. That was one thing I learned when I came out of my divorce. I'm going to be real with you, dog, was being married 20 years and you get out there, you find out quick you more used to your ex. I was used to my ex-wife shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now you out there in the world where everybody totally different. So the stuff that you probably think is everybody should do, because your ass been used to it.
You preaching to the choir.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You preaching
and
to the choir.
it's totally different, and you find that kind of stuff out.
Yeah.
And so you go out there with this old, this is what the hell I want shit. And that ain't that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, because when I got divorced, you know, after being married for 25 years, that was the thing I had. You know, that bubble was burst. Slick busted my bubble, and I'm thinking to myself, well, this is how people should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, we in a relationship, this is how people should be.
That's your normal.
That's my normal, because I was married for so long.
Absolutely.
I didn't know any other normal. So when I got out here and saw that, yeah, that was the normal 25 years ago, but it's off the chain normal now. And I had to, it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment that a lot of people don't realize, that it takes a real awakening to realize that just because you see things one way, there's 7 other people that see things totally different.
Damn different. And what you like is just that, what you like.
Right.
What's up, Marv? Black Marv Bankhead said 100%. That's one of the things about it, though, man. And people can't really, you know, people have a tough time of accepting the way I see the world and what, you know, my normal is just that. You know, people are really stuck on this is right, the way I look at it. Because like I said, when I read the list and I look at it, I mean, okay, but at the end of the day, you don't have to make a list like that. You know, if you getting taken to these 5-star restaurants.
It may be you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
If you make a list like this saying you don't want to go here, Applebee's, Chili's, and these other places that they are below, I guess they're trying to say they're below the standards to go on the first date. You wouldn't have to say that if you was the type of person who was getting, you know what I'm saying, that's not what people were taking on the first date in the first place. You get what I'm saying? Like, when I guess it's just like you said earlier. A guy who doesn't go to these places, who go to high end places like the STK steaks and stuff like that, they go there anyway. So it's not because they're going on the first date with you. It's because that's probably where they went for dinner anyway.
They wouldn't go. You know what I'm saying? They may not ever go to the Chili's.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing about it. When people get caught up into those particular things, those aesthetics, you gotta understand. You know, because it's cool to want a guy that gonna do this and guy that gonna do this and all the for spending, taking care of, and all these kind of things. Because when you do that, you gotta understand what come along with that. Typically, you know, if you have somebody that's gonna take care of you, do all these kind of things, you know, not saying that's the case.
You can pull them closer to you. Pull them closer to you.
Not saying that's gonna be the case, but also, shit, if somebody giving you this, take care of this, paying for that, they also might be like, shit, you gonna do this, you gonna do that.
Right.
And you're like, nah, I don't want that.
Shit. It's always a give and take. It's always a give and take. And when you deal with somebody with money, they give, and your take and they give is a lot more. It's different. It's a different level, because they don't have to deal with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, even women with money, they don't necessarily have to deal with a man who don't have money. And men with money definitely won't deal with a woman who have money unless they like you. You get what I'm saying? It's always the difference when they like you.
Well, Lab, you ever thought about, you got an abundance of men that's on social media. I think a lot of them young guys, I think majority of young guys are under 40, telling, you know, what a man should, giving out relationship advice. And all that. And I'm going to say this, and, you know, again, I think it's very tough to give out you can share stuff with your peers. But when anytime you're under 40, I don't think you've seen enough. You ain't had enough heartbreak, pain. Definitely when it comes to children, because I think it's hard to even come in on children until you become a parent of you don't raise them to adulthood.
Right.
So like you just ain't seen. In my opinion, you ain't seen enough to understand that your pathway, your thought process can be totally different than how everything turned out, right? But you see a lot of people, men and women, I'm saying men, but men and women, giving out relationship advice, and I'm like, I know these folks don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? They speaking off they personal experiences.
Right.
But you ain't seen enough in life, you know what I mean? Because once you get north of 40, 45, hit 50, you done seen some shit.
But you can't really give out relationship advice if you never been in a long-term relationship, a short relationship, married, or I think you have to run the gamut of things in relationship because everybody's relationship is different. You can't give out relationship one-size-fits-all relationship advice to people like the guy saying about a real man. He gonna take care of his woman. He don't want his woman to work and pay bills. He want to make sure he don't do that. Okay. But the person who's saying it is a basketball star who makes millions of dollars a year. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't. That's not an everyday person's life. Like, you can't give me advice and then at the end of the advice, like it was a guy who said it one time that, my woman, she ain't gonna have to work. She don't have to work. Me and y'all should get. And then at the end of the comment, at the end of the statement, he's like, I ain't there yet, but I'm working to get there. Nigga, you can't give me advice if you're not doing it.
Well, Lal, here's the deal, and this is the thing about it. I mean, we ain't living in the color purple era either.
Right.
And I think what Pop did in that era and stuff, you can't make applicable now.
Right.
It's almost damn impossible. With damn, market rent nationwide, $1,300 to $1,500 everywhere. And unless you're doing some, the average person is not making enough money to sustain a couple or a family on one income.
Right.
So unless y'all sitting there eating, Stouffer's dinners and shit every night,
right?
Like, it's almost impossible to have a thought process of my woman ain't gonna do this, my woman ain't gonna do that. I'm making this kind of money.
Right.
I think a lot of stuff it sounds good, and it can be appealing. Now I will say this: I think anybody can give out their opinion, but just with it being have some kind of substance to it. It's kind of tough to do it, like you said. You ain't seasoned enough,
right?
To really,
I don't think you can give out opinion if you're not doing it. I can't tell you how to swim if I don't know how,
bro.
You get what I'm saying? I can't tell you what to do in certain situations if I've never done it. So you can't give me advice on things that you've never done or that you're not accomplishing yourself. You can't tell me how to run a multi-billion-dollar corporation if you still working at the Chick-fil-A. You get what I'm saying? It don't work. That just don't work that way.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the time, I hear cats say stuff with the whole thing with dating, man. You want a first question, man? Did your daddy tell you that?
Right.
And you get it quick, man. Well, no, that ain't never. Man, it's kind of tough. Like, you making up some things. I'm not trying to knock nobody if they had the father around or anything like that. But it's just like, what are you basing this on? We're doing that. Even with these young ladies, like. Right. Where did you get this damn thing? Did you see this tangibly?
Was your mama getting this kind of service?
Yeah, and you know what? You have some out here that they did see this kind of thing.
Right.
And at that point, it may have been applicable. Your daddy might have been that dude that did that. But to go through life thinking you should get that and that's going to happen, I think is very, very, very unrealistic. I can say, I want to say crazy as hell, but that's not how the world works.
No. Couple statements. K-Lady, hey K-Lady 17 says, I don't know how to judge what a real man is. And Slick says, people who can't keep a relationship is always the person with the most advice, the most to say. K-Lady says, you need 2 incomes now just to rent a house and an apartment. Slick says, there is not a one and done definition for a real man.
Well, you're going to know when you got your real man. At the end of the day, you're going to know when you got one. And at the end of the day, you ain't going to base it on shit got to do with money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you feel good, you know what I'm saying? You excited when you see that guy. You feel good about it. You ain't got to worry about shit or whatever. Even if y'all got to work it out together, y'all, whatever. You know you got your real man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody on this damn Build-A-Bear dude shit, where they want to patch it up and all this other kind of stuff. Then when shit hit the fans, now the guy standing behind them. But unfortunately, that's how I be a lot of times. Same thing, men do the same thing.
Right, men do
Well,
build a better woman.
We want this woman so fine, this, that, and that. But soon we go through issues, we get sick, we
She
lose
can't
our job.
read. She can't do nothing.
Man, everything crumbles.
Right.
But that's why, when I look at certain things like lists like this, what I would just pull me back to, what be the root of that? And that's why I say sometimes people don't necessarily look at what they've been taught. It really comes down to what they want. And again, we go back to what I was just saying before. What you want and what's reality can be two different things, because if you get what you want, you don't have to talk about it.
Right.
You have to talk about it. We did plenty of shows about dealing with employers and business. I feel like I should get paid this. I feel like I should get paid that. And shit, everybody feel that way but you.
Right.
You ain't. I should command this salary. I should do this, that.
Right.
If you can get it, if you choose to be in a situation, for whatever reason, hey, your kids, your health, whatever the reason is, that's it. But if you really can command something different, you can get it.
Right.
You can get it. It is not for debate. It's not. It's not for debate with doing it. But I just don't. I think people get really, really caught up into, especially, this is a key thing, and this goes for men and women, but mostly to women. What a man will lay with and a man will be with, two whole different things. You look and say, well, I deal with this guy. He got this kind of job. He made this kind of money. He'll sleep with you.
Right.
He might not be with you.
Okay.
That's the thing about, I think, a lot of times women get, and you know what? It happens sometimes with guys. Like, I deal with these kind of women. She work here. She might sleep with you, but she ain't gonna be with you.
Right.
She ain't gonna really kick it. Well, she know how far you fun to have, drinks, go party with, have sex with, and all that kind of stuff. But she ain't gonna do too much more. But definitely when it comes to men, like, he can hang with you, but he ain't gonna go no further than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times people get that confused.
They get confused as to, because they with that person now, that type of person now, they sleeping in bed with them and going out with them, and they having a great time with them now, that they think that's their standard, and that may not be your standard. You may just be right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know how to explain it, because to be honest with you, I don't play these relationship type games. Now, don't get me wrong. I had to.
You done seen shit.
I done seen shit, and I had to open my eyes to certain things. Had to open my eyes to certain things and harden myself to a lot more. You get what I'm saying? Because I believe this to be true, and I could be wrong. A lot of women don't know when they have a good guy. They don't know when they have the real man, to be honest with you. And then they judge it by money, like you say. They judge it by the fact that they I don't have to work, he take care. Okay, that's cool. You don't have to work, he take care of all the bills, but on his way home, he's stopping by sharing house too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of things that come with that, like you said. And I don't think women or men,
I was like, we guilty of that shit too.
We don't know when we got, you know what I'm saying, the ride or die. We just don't know. We base it on so many factors that really don't have anything to do with it.
Well, we can know it and still damn screw up.
Right.
Shit, we still can damn F it all up. I got it.
Right.
But shit, and still mess everything up. And that's the thing with people. That's just
human nature, right?
Yeah, because you get comfortable. You take things for granted because it's there and stuff like that. Then you don't really think about it till the shit gone. Yeah. That's all of us, right?
Line Layla, you know I'm telling the truth. She's talking about lifestyle. You know I'm telling the truth.
Guys, feel free to call in.
Women all of us, men and women, we be confused about what's real, what's not, what's good, what's bad, what's my type, what's your type, and all that old other crap that really don't have anything to do with the relationship down in the end, because a lot of that stuff don't factor in. Then you have the factors of social media telling you where to go on the first date. That muddies the water.
Well, the thing of it is, like I said, when you doing, you have them initial, what we got, sweet, sexy red bone 28, a man won't know he got a good one till she is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's both. That's both. And that, like we said, like you sit there and look at, you take stuff for granted, human nature and stuff like that. And typically, what teaches you that, once you start getting out there, run across, well, damn, I might have should have this, that, and that. But you know, I remember one thing. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get my head cussed out. You know, I remember my wife told me, "You ain't gonna never get another one like another like me."
Right.
You know me, I'm like,
it's like I think it's a book that they write for that because my ex-wife said the same thing.
Yeah, and I was like, shit, I hope the fuck not. You know what I'm saying? Hope the fuck not.
I heard the same thing.
You damn right. I hope I damn not. God can't be that damn mean. Shit.
I know I did nothing wrong in my previous life to warn two of you.
Hell no. Shit. I can't be that fucked up to get another one. Like you. Shit.
That's when you start adding up all your good stuff that you done did to make sure you don't get another one like that.
You know, let me stop. My wife wasn't no bad person, but hey, you start looking at all that shit like, hell, the reason we exes and shit,
Right.
And like I said, I know she got a story to tell.
Right.
I always say that. But shit, I trust me, I'm all right. But you hear that kind of stuff, no. So, sometimes even to that point of people don't realize that they got it, till it's gone, it was something to push them over. And I just want to always have people be mindful that when you start going down that checklist, the thing that you don't like, it may be minor in the grand scheme of things that, that might be something you got to put up with damn near everybody, or the stuff that the next person don't have. The other shit they got may definitely overweigh that.
Overweigh that, right.
So that was one thing. Like I said, I had to just sit there and look like, because you used to, you be used to a person. When you start looking at these things with these dates and stuff, I just think that people can go down that route of having this kind of list. Because there was a lady on I don't know, that was CNN, Lamont Jordan, whatever the guy. He was interviewing a sister, and she was just saying, I wouldn't want to go to certain places because the quality of food and all the other kind of stuff. She's like, I'm a foodie, and shit. Woman tell me she a damn foodie. Shit, we might just go throw a slab of ribs or something on the grill or whatever. But even with that said, like, do you want to eat or you want to get to know each other?
Right.
And that's the thing about it, like, you know what I'm saying?
We can eat later, but we got to know we won't even see each other later.
Exactly, but that's the thing, like, be real. What you looking for?
Right.
If you just want to kill some time, well, this is why I want to, we're going to just kill time. Let's kill time, with some mutually fun.
Right.
I ain't finna be sitting here doing this kind of stuff if it's not going to.
If it's not beneficial later.
Yeah, because here's the deal, and that could be whatever it is, peace of mind. Because I always say, dog, my peace and happiness is everything to me. If anything, I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna conflict with my peace and happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tell my children now, your well-being, that's a priority to me.
Right.
You good, whatever, that's number one priority. But my happiness, I ain't doing shit.
Right.
It's gonna compromise my happiness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think as far as we're concerned, being married so long, we had to learn how to put us first.
Cause you lose yourself.
Right. Lady Lionel says people always wanting something to trend, and she cook every day. You know more of shit you don't want before you know what you do want. She said, "No, I'll take that back. Sometimes I cook." But so they say you know more what you don't want than what you do want.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Sometimes, but see what it is you look at all the stuff you don't want. That person may have one thing that you want. Damn, man, let me go and put up with it. But you really in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't be dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, well, that booty's so big. Let me put it to the side. You know what I'm saying?
It's always something that makes that bad thing look minute.
But it ain't going to go away.
Right.
That leaky faucet going to eventually keep getting worse and worse and worse to the pipe bust.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I just don't think people want to actually come to the realization that it ain't going to get better and it's not going to change.
Right.
Hey, so I guess everybody here just had great first dates and shit. Nobody want to call in?
I think we delving a little bit deeper than first date, so they probably a little bit. We're not gonna tell y'all name or nothing. We just want to know what y'all thought is about this list that was put on social media. Places women absolutely should refuse to go on a first date, and thank you to the ladies who reached out to me. Okay, so here's a list of places women absolutely should refuse to go on the first date. So I know a lot of you women have seen this list. But can I read off the list?
Go,
so maybe we'll get y'all to call in. If I read, Kayla say, when I see bad things, the list is Cheesecake Factory. Now, I went Cheesecake Factory recently. They ain't cheap, and they food was good. But, hey, Applebee's, Had to stop going to Applebee's because they food been an epic fail. Me and Slick stopped going there. Chili's, hey, they burgers all right. Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, okay. Your house, I agree with that one. You definitely should go to somebody's house on their first day. You just meeting them.
You don't go to Chateau Pouche?
Any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, okay, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for just drinks, Waffle House, sporting events. So that's everything.
Well, here,
All we gonna do is sit in the park bench and talk about it.
well, people, if you have a place where you say non-negotiable, this is where I won't go on the first date, please, in the comment section, put it in there. Put it in there. If you can't call in, put it in there. Like, nah, this is non-negotiable. I wouldn't do this on the first date. I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Let me see what everybody got to say.
Like Lila said, just remember that stuff I post doesn't have anything to do with me unless it's live videos. Okay. Slick says, I was told big booties are a headache. That is true. They are headaches because they have so many other options that they feel like they can just walk all over you.
It might be a headache, but they fun.
But they are a headache though, because they got so many options after that booty that they just think they can just say and do anything to you.
It's called Advil.
And I say, where there's one, there's another one. Leilani Love says they gave me a headache. You want to go to places you can talk first off right. Waffle House, that list. Stop saying what, K-Lady? Stop saying, you just said stop saying, and you ain't say the rest of it. But okay, go ahead.
Well, the thing of it is that,
Nope.
Thanks for calling Change Your Lives.
Hello.
Hey.
So this is K-Lady, and I would say majority of those places I would go on the first date, excluding Olive Garden. And that's basically because I just can't eat anything at an Olive Garden besides the little free salad they give you. But other than that, I would go to all those places for a first date. I think people have forgotten what a first date is because of social media or reality TV. First dates are basically for me to see if I want to even continue to talk to you after we chatted on the phone, to see if I like your vibe in person, to see if you even look like you're supposed to be looking. Do you act like you look? Can you clean up well? What's your conversation like in person versus your conversation on the phone? I think everybody has kind of strayed away from that and think they're supposed to just go out, be at a hookah bar, spend $300 on some Hennessy, or go try to be at some prime real estate restaurant that they ain't never been to that they can't afford to pay for themselves. So that was just my thought process on it. And I've had a lot of first bad dates, but we're not gonna go there. But that's how I just feel about the list.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask you a question. But do you think people, when you look at things like that, people lay out a list like that when they say these are the places I wouldn't go. Do you think people are, I understand, and I agree with you in regards to what I think a first date is for. But do you think people are entitled to feel that way, or just like, nah, that's crazy? I mean, what is your opinion in regards to people laying out, this is not what I want to do, to say that this is non-negotiable, I don't want to go there. What is your opinion about people have no feelings about not going to these particular places?
I think it's crazy as hell. And the people that, the person that probably wrote that list probably can't get a man, probably single as shit, probably talking about his pee in the damn dating pool, probably is a bitter-ass woman. But hey, I don't know who originally wrote the list. Shit, for all I know, it could have been a man who wrote the damn list. But I feel like it's crazy, and I feel like people write shit just to make something go viral. And then when it goes viral, then people jump on this bandwagon because nobody apparently has a mind for their own. So now people who would have went to those restaurants on first dates, guess what? Now they're not going to go to these restaurants on first date just because the list was written.
Well, it means some folk gonna be hungry here. Shit. They want a damn.
They ain't got a hot dog spot on that list. Well, we can find a good hot dog spot. The Chicago hot dog spot we can go to. They ain't got one of them on the list.
That's cool. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling, chiming in. Really appreciate it.
All right.
Take care now. Sexy Redbone said, I got a first date. It's some track racing cars. This will be different.
Track racing cars.
Track racing cars. Vroom, vroom.
What the track? I want to know. I want her to tell me what does the track racing cars do.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, what we gonna do with the track racing cars?
I'm assuming it's racetrack. Yeah, what is that? Like a racetrack?
Right.
Y'all gonna drive, race each other, or whatever?
I need to know what it is.
But that's, you know, again, you know, hey, let us know, Sexy Redbone, what exactly like with going to the track racing? Y'all gonna race? Y'all gonna watch the races? But it is different. And I appreciate the Kayla, K Lady 7.
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling in. I see something because before I forget about it, you know, another list with the men, and they were listening, and I couldn't I know I ran across, but I couldn't find it.
It was a list of women they shouldn't date.
Yeah, women they shouldn't date, and they were talking about with kids, divorce, all this other kind of stuff that were listed on there. And it's the same kind of shit you sitting there like, damn man, what the hell y'all, you know, like, I guess folk gonna buy a damn little one of them lady balloons and just blow air and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was just sitting there like, everybody got shit.
Everybody got something.
I told you that that was one thing that I felt that a lot of people are oblivious to, that everybody got something.
Right.
And it's just that they think that their something is not that bad because they deal with it
every day.
You know, health issues, ex-husband issues, ex-wife issues, kid issues, money issues, but because they live with it, they don't think it is bad.
Right.
But what is minor to me may be major to you.
Right.
And a lot of folks is oblivious to it. Sexy Redbone said, same place, someplace in Georgia, he's driving the car racing for money. Okay. So she probably like some little Daisy Duke thing.
Right.
Runners, get set, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's cool. Don't hurt nobody. Don't hurt nobody, but that's cool. That's different.
K Lady says about the men list that they either hate women or they gay.
She hard. Boy.
She hard on them.
She hard. She's like, I don't want to hear these whining ass.
I think a lot of times that when you, like you said, a list like that, but you know, I guess it goes back to people have their preference, but I think sometimes their preference will take them out the game.
Well, people have preference, but that shit they already living with.
Right.
Like I say again, you know, like everybody got something. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Like I knew when I got a divorce. You know, people know my kids live with me. Well, now it's just one. You know, three of them grown, just the one.
Right.
Yeah, teenager. If a lady said, I don't want to deal with a man with children or children that live with him, I understood that.
Right.
I wasn't even tripping.
Right.
I totally get it. And people entitled to do that.
Right.
But if you have all the other little checks and stuff like that, it's fine. As long as you feel like, okay, you know, realistically, that you can get those particular things you didn't want. I was never tripping.
Right.
I never had no issues in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I got good kids, very manageable young men and stuff like that. But if you didn't want to deal with it, you didn't want to deal with it. And that was cool with that. But I just think that sometimes people don't understand when you have these lists of what you don't want. Can you realistically find a little damn jigsaw person that can fit into all these little pieces? And I think it's very, very difficult to do that.
I think people think that they're getting what they want from the list, or they're getting their type. But in all actuality, the stuff that you deal with from that person that's your type that you may like, it's still baggage. It's still stuff. And the only reason you dealing with it because that's your type and you like that person. But if it was not your type, like if you like tall guys or big guys that can protect you at the club, he can't spell, he can't read, he can't keep a job, he do drugs, he drink all the time, stay drunk, but you willing to deal with that because it's your type. Now a little shorter fella, you may not want to deal with it. It may be exactly the same issues.
Poor us.
But you get what I'm saying? It may be the same exact issues, but because he's not the type of person that he's not tall and big and protected the club, them things are standing out to you more. But you get what I'm saying? Like, they're standing out, but they're exactly the same things that you're dealing with this guy over here.
But you know what's funny though, like, it's just saying as we get older, the things that, because again, you get older and you become more mature with life, the shit that was a big deal to you when you were younger, it kind of it gets diminished.
It subsides a little bit.
Exactly. So you start looking at it like, I ain't really so tough on the looks or this, that, and these things you can deal with, because the thing we probably felt we could command, we don't get anymore. And I just think sometimes a lot of folks, based off where they are in life, they should feel like they should get certain things, men and women. And you know, if you probably couldn't do it before, you probably gonna do it again. But now people are more looking at other things you have.
I think, and this is just my opinion, this is DJ Lab's opinion, I think that women think that hairy patch between their legs entitle them to a lot more things than they necessarily should be allowed to. You get what I'm saying? I think that hairy patch between their legs makes them think that lists like this are okay.
But Lab, you know, I don't know in the 2023 if it's hairy anymore. That's
but you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to be political. I'm trying not to say, I'm trying to be as nasty as I normally would be, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it ups the bar where if they may think they want to eat at Chick-fil-A or Cheesecake Factory, now because of that they think, oh, I need STK, because you get what I'm saying, like I need an STK steak because of this.
Well, but let me say this though, and that's fair.
And the fatter they are, the more they think they deserve.
Well, that's fair, Lab. But you know, in defense of women, you know, again, just be honest with you, me in the same way. I feel like I got this money, I can do this and all this
and
other
that's
kind
true.
of stuff. You know,
but I ain't never dated a man, so I have to go.
No.
I get what you're saying.
But you know, we're doing it, but it still go back to, at the end of the day, what you want and what, you know, you have your list and stuff like that, how that falls into you. Because that's far too often you hear so many men complain about these women want this, they want, you know, you met her taking her to these places, providing these kind of things, showing this particular stuff. She never got to really get to know you. I could care less about you.
It was a while. I'm sorry, I just wanted to put something in there. I didn't cut you off. Speaking on, you know, Joe Smith's wife's got an OnlyFans page. He was getting pissed off about it, but she said you knew who I was when you met me, because she was a porn star.
Joe Smith don't get NBA money no more either.
But you get what I'm saying? So if I'm married to a porn star, I'm gonna expect her to do porn star shit. That's just to be 100% honest. I'm not gonna marry her because I know she's a porn star. I might, like you said, I might be with her and sleep with her and do all that, but I already know who she is. You get what I'm saying? And that behavior may not change, or it may change. She may just kept it dormant while they had that NBA money, but she ain't getting it no more. Like she said in the video, you know, we've been struggling for a while. I got to figure out something to do.
Yeah.
Is she ride or die or what? But she said,
she trying to keep them lights on.
You know what I was when you met me.
Yeah, you know, she was trying to keep them lights on. You know what that is. But Rick said, well, Pooch was a good first date to you. Doing some shit I like doing. Ball, you know, cigar spot. Hey, we go walk around. Because at the end of the day, like, I just want to know if you want to be bothered with me.
Right.
That's just, I'm just like that.
Deal with my quirks.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, anybody know me. Hell, I'm you know, I'm in enough organization club. I can go to galas and all that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about just man. You know, when I decompressing, shit, you want to go have a drink, go watch the game. I do a lot of hanging with my me and a lot of my high school teammates. We still close, whatever this that. Not saying that's the thing up, but I want to see. Like, do you even want to be bothered? You know what I'm saying? But definitely if it's like, okay, and again, that's where we can't talk, get to know each other, this, that, and that. But it may be, you know, a restaurant here, this, that, and that. Somewhere you just talk, get to know somebody. Cause I ain't trying to impress no damn body. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't me. And I'm, you know, like I said, I'm still cheap ass Poochie.
Right.
That shit you know about me. That's just how I am. With doing it, so they ain't never been my cup of tea.
Right.
To sit here and do that. That's why I say, anybody know me, if you know something different what Poochie did, no. I mean, I'm kind of stuck like that. Like, no. But that's just me.
Right.
I ain't saying that's right or wrong. But to that point, I understand. Once you start, what I was speaking earlier, once you start going in the direction, the standard's set. You know, men and women. You know what I mean? And you got to just be okay with that kind of stuff. Can you maintain that? With doing it, and if you know that somebody is not interested in you like that, you got to deal with that. A good friend of mine said something and it stuck with me, because it was a guy. He's a gay fashion designer. He said you deal with some people that light up that light up when they see you in a room. Those kind of people that you want to deal with, people that, you know, excited to see you there.
Excited to see you.
You know, that hey, you glad you there. And I thought that was pretty cool and everything. But let me say this, some folks don't give a damn about that. They just want to be seen. Hey, he got a fine girl. She look good. This, that, and that. They like the status of, you know, people looking up at them and all that kind of stuff. I ain't never gave a damn about that shit.
Right.
You know, but each his own.
Right.
But you got to understand, when you dealing with, you know, hey, all the girls looking at your man and they envious of you, all the guys envious you with that fine girl and stuff like that, you know what you're dealing with.
You got to take what comes with it.
Yeah, if they don't want your ass, you just providing certain optics for people to, you know, look at you and, you know, make you feel better about that. That's cool. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, hey, when you need somebody to talk to, shit get rough and everything. Like, you know what come along with it and everything. That ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't knock nobody.
Right.
But that's why, so we look at lists like this and all this other kind of stuff. Like, that's why I be sitting there like, you know, cut to the chase. What you want?
What? How much? How much for it?
Give this funky 40.
Right. It's inflation. It's 45 now.
45. You gotta do like the gas do, 45.99.
Yeah, 45.99. Make you feel special. Like Walmart do. They put the 45.89. Make you feel like you're still getting it for 45, but you're actually paying 46.
I'll be damn, boy. I'll be damn, man.
Six say she may have been a porn star, but she making money for the house. And I totally agree with that. Like, I mean, if she ain't going to meet these people and she doing her OnlyFans, I mean, I heard some OnlyFans pages make $30,000 a week. You get what I'm saying? Or every 2 weeks. Like,
unless y'all from that world, you don't want nobody looking at your woman. But at the end of the day, like, your woman gonna sit out there, do what you gotta do. You know, that's just like your man. He gonna do what he gotta do.
right.
You know, if he gotta go cut some grass and do all that kind of stuff we're doing, and your woman gonna go out there, if she gotta go to, you know, if she know that's gonna cause embarrassment to you,
Right.
or you doing things that cause embarrassment to her, they ain't gonna do it. Right?
Right,
But that's
right.
the thing about it. That go back to the point. You know what you said. You know what you got.
Uh-huh.
If you know at the end of the day that behaviors and stuff like that are not going to be, it's going to make priority for what they feel like should be done that could, you know, cause some kind of detriment or pain to you, your woman ain't going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to do that to them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to embarrass your family.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it,
I
but
think
stuff.
embarrassing is one of the big things a lot of people don't take in consideration when they do certain things.
Absolutely.
Not the embarrassing to the person doing it, but the embarrassing to the person that's just being done too.
Absolutely.
Because they don't take it, they don't think about that. You know, nobody wants to be embarrassed. Nobody wants to be around. I think embarrassment hurts a lot more when in the cheating thing than you cheating.
Well, that's not
Because
right.
you embarrassing me. Like I'm out here doing everything I can. I'm telling all your friends how much I love you, all my friends, and they knowing that you cheating, and now I'm embarrassed. You get what I'm saying? That hurts more. I think to me, that hurts more than anything.
They gotta deal with that in public,
Right.
public opinion,
Right.
and all that stuff. They trying to get past the other stuff, but they know everybody know what the hell going on in that
Right.
house. But definitely, man, I think it's very unique in regards to what people want and what they can get. Because if you can get it, it ain't no big deal.
Right.
You ain't got to make these.
Right.
And everything. But that's why I think a lot of folks never want to sit there and think about that kind of stuff. But they feel because what I am or what I have or what I'm doing, I should command this. But that's just not how, in the reality, you can
It
get
comes
it.
naturally when you can get it.
But that's what I'm saying, and you don't have to talk about it. But again, when you have to project it and state certain things, you got to take what come along with it. Because you got this fine girl, like you said, well, with Joe Smith, old lady, man, come on, dog. You got you a real lady. She ain't even gonna think about doing that. She'll cut. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't even finna happen. And y'all work shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know that's just how that goes. What's Lick say?
She was being seen anyway. She was first the porn star. Yeah. But you know, a lot of people think automatically sex when you go to the fans, but people make money showing their feet. Like, I mean, how do we know it's? How do he know it? Because he didn't even know she had the page.
Well, the thing good is, if she was doing that stuff prior to and they done moved on one thing, now they're doing it after a while, you know what I'm saying, different. You know, because what you did or settled with in your 20s and 30s, you may, you know, you done got
We
older.
all
mature-
did some shit in 20s and 30s.
Exactly. So, you know, you might be in a whole different wavelength when you get older. So that's the only thing with that, man. But, man, I really appreciate this conversation. I appreciate the comments, everybody tuning in. You know, in summary, Well, there isn't a definitive right or wrong place for a first date. Being considerate of your date's comfort, preferences, and opportunity for a meaningful conversation can significantly enhance the experience. Ultimately, the best first date location is one where both individuals can relax themselves, be themselves, and enjoy each other's company. In a perfect world, you hope for things to be like that, but unfortunately, we're not in a perfect world. We got people that have things that they want and everything, and sometimes you can't get around that. But I want to have that conversation tonight to kind of spark up some conversation or some kind of insight in regard to people just what it, maybe change the way you look at certain things. Because again, I'm not tripping on this list. I'm just want people to understand what you want in reality, because far too often as we get older, it's the reason why you have an abundance of people that have hit 40, 50 years old and have missed the boat on certain things because of that. And when you hear that word about settle, hey, shit, you leaving this situation you saying, or leaving a certain thing where you feel like you were settling for that. And I ain't talking about something you got domestic violence or anything, somebody really, doing a hard detriment, but just, because people do grow apart.
Right.
I get it, you know what I'm saying? I can say that with my marriage. But then sometimes you got to sit there and look at it like, ultimately is because you want somebody else to do something different, or you just didn't want it. And a lot of times we want somebody else to do something different.
Right.
We can get the different, but the other shit
Right.
would totally outweigh. Like, damn, I might as well. How many times you heard that? I might as well stay with my ex-wife. I might as well stay with my husband. Because people don't think about that.
Right.
So listen, man, I appreciate everybody tuned in. I appreciate the conversation. I love you all. Make sure we'll be back next week with Mr. Short Dollar. But definitely, guys, you came in the middle of the conversation. You might be in and out. You missed some stuff. Go to Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burton, on YouTube. Check out this video, this whole show, in its whole entirety. What we got right here? Six Redbone said, I think the first date don't matter where you go. Just knowing the person wants to be with you or chill with you is all that matters. And I think that's cool. I think that's cool. But I just want, but most folks don't look at it like that. But that's why I say state your motives.
Right.
I think if people state their motives, but be cool. But because a person ain't gonna necessarily say their motives, especially men, we ain't gonna say that from the get go. Women too, because we're afraid about getting what? Rejected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let me just. I know she probably ain't gonna be. I know she ain't liking me. I probably can't make no proposal to her. So let me just try to finesse her with feeding her, or taking her here, and might make her change her mind. Most of the time it don't. And I just think people just don't want to just.
Live up.
Just be real.
Just be real. Live up to it.
You don't like me, cool. I move on and stuff. But folks don't want to do that. Folks don't want to do that. But like I said, I appreciate the conversation, everybody. Great show, man. Thanks for everybody called in. Thanks for everybody comment. Check us out next week on Mr. Short Dollar. Make sure if you haven't, regardless what platform you're looking at, go to Change Your Lives, hosted by Deonte Burton, on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel to take advantage of more great information and conversation, just like one we spoke on tonight. Love you all. Be safe, and I'll talk with you soon.
Thank you.